The Reapers know more than they're telling us. Stick around to discover the truth behind their mask.
And the fire's burning, who shall not be returning? We shall sail together.
In our last video, we discussed how the orb has begun to give us the locations of the Reaper dig sites that will be set up in Season 13 to find the Orb of Secrets. We've been given 2 more of these locations and a new connection between the dig sites and the masked rogue. Let's get into it. The first of these new messages from the orb said the following.
A second target, agent, you must find. This one's for a foolish father in a bind. The fool tried to help when his son fell foul. Ironic, he's depicted as an owl. Head west past Wanderer's Refuge. Go now. A circle in the sea lies west, we vow. Then cease your flight and stay upon its shores. We order you to seek our buried cause.
In order to find this location, we head west, past Wanderer's Refuge, to the circle in the seas. The Lagoon of Whispers, home to the legend of the sea, Umbra. And sure enough, there's our spy. The next thing of note that's happened is actually in the Legends hideout. Briggsy and the Sword of Souls have moved to the bar with Teddy and legendary Louise, the parents of Tasha. When you ask what they're doing, we learn that Louise, Tasha's mother, once sailed with Briggsy and sacrificed herself to save Briggsy's life. Now, Briggsy is going to make amends by curing Tasha of her skeleton curse. They're doing this by discussing all of their favorite memories of Tasha, which will be absorbed by the sword, which has the power to manifest memories and make them reality. They then should be able to use the sword to cure Tasha. The spy still continues to watch them, so the Reapers are aware of exactly what's taking place here. The second message from the orb reads as follows.
Find an island that suits us more than most. Represents the widow who made the prince a ghost. Point yourself east, northeast, and fly, past old arena dogs who mourn and cry. See from the air a blue shine on the seas, but past that too, and also the Twin Peaks. Until the next retreat, though small, is last. Land, seek a site that digs down to the past.
To find this location, we head east-northeast, past the old arena dogs who mourn and cry, past the blue shine on the seas, and also the Twin Peaks. Until the next retreat. Shiver Retreat, to be exact. And here we once again find the spy. This is the island that in our last video I believed to be Marauder's Arch, but with a better look you can clearly tell that it's Shiver Retreat. My bad. And so we have our third island. Now that we've heard 3 of the 5 riddles, I've noticed something in each of the riddles that's very interesting. If you played the Secret Wilds adventure, you'll remember how Captain Briggsy searched the Sea of Thieves, uncovering a mystery through the stars. This story told of an ancient temple in the Sea of the Damned that contained something that could cure Tasha's curse. The beginning of each of the orb's riddles hint at one of these secret stars, once known only to Briggsy. I didn't catch on to this until now. I originally thought they alluded to the normal constellation around the seas, but now I understand each one.
We're looking for a story that leads us to the skeleton curse and its cure. This is the beginning of that story. An owl. My belief is that it represents a wise leader, perhaps a king. A butterfly. It must relate to the other constellations somehow. Butterflies are colorful and fleeting. They hop from one flower to the next in search of nectar. So perhaps this is a person who shared those traits. But it must be an important one to be placed among the stars. This one's more abstract. These peaks do not represent a real place. Believe me, I looked. They seem to indicate a difficulty, like a mountain to be climbed and overcome. Maybe the butterfly is the son or daughter of the king, a carefree prince, but bound by duty. So he had to shape up and do something worthwhile, or prove himself. I remember this. My favorite. A panther. Beautiful and deadly. Remind you of anyone? So, I feel a connection to this one. A strong woman who gets given a bad rap. My intuition tells me we're looking at another relative of the king, or the prince. Right, yes. A black widow spider. As deadly as one of Sud's terrible jokes. Reckon she's a weaver of webs too, and that means lies and intrigues. A woman close to the king. An advisor, or perhaps his queen? No doubt she led him astray somehow. This one had me beat for a while, but I worked it out. Of course I did. It's me. Old Suds used to say the palm tree had a ceremonial or even religious importance to the ancients. So, this palm tree must be a temple, even where the trials took place. If it is, then maybe the king's wayward son went there to prove himself, and he was probably manipulated by that vicious widow. But where is that blasted temple? Now, where are we? A fox? Or a vixen? Cunning for sure. Like me, another strong woman. But there's something about her place in the story. Made me think she wasn't a villain, this one. We should dig a bit more, see what we can find. Oh, now I get it. She comes after the temple, right? She's the high priest. Why didn't I see this last time? This is all beginning to make sense. So, it's an hourglass. Big deal, right? While lesser minds probably couldn't solve this, I could see it meant two options, right or wrong. The sands of fate. A choice. Go one way or the other. I understand now. This must be a decision you have to make in the temple. Bit of a climb, but worth it for the last piece of the puzzle. Finally! The waterfall! Again, I looked for this. Thought it was the entrance to the temple. It had to be some kind of barrier with something hidden beyond. But I know what you're thinking, pirate. I see the shroud breaker. It breaks down the wall between two physical places. Of course. I can see it now. It is a barrier, but it leads to the Sea of the Damned. Probably green, like a phantom or an emerald. No wonder I could never find the temple. It was in the Sea of the Damned this whole time.
As to the true cure, I can see it resides in an ancient temple, long since lost, in which lurks a great evil. Something dangerous enough to make Briggsy tear out the last pages of Tasha's story. Perhaps she left them behind as a warning.
And this brings us back to the Reaper dig sites.
So around the world, there'll be numerous skeleton camps.
You'll notice the Reapers have been conducting excavations on the surface, and they've been dragging up all sorts of ancient artifacts and ancient secrets from below the surface.
Each of these temples contains the secrets of the ancients, secrets that Flameheart wants above anything else. But what you're really after is the Orb of Secrets, a new treasure artifact that Flameheart wants.
We know that Flameheart is seeking the secrets of the Ancients. The Ancients who had the power to travel between the Sea of the Damned and the Sea of Thieves. Perhaps Flameheart is also looking for this incredible danger found in the temple. He needs the Sword of Souls to do this, to manifest these memories of the Ancients. The orb is slowly teaching the Reapers what we already know of this temple. And soon, they will be in the hunt to discover it as well. That's all for this video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, sticking with me through this series. A like on the video would be absolutely amazing, and if you want to stay up to date on all this stuff, you should definitely subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I will get news to you as soon as it comes out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.